Hello everyone, it's Jean from the Inky Studio. Welcome back and welcome if you're your first time here. I am working on a nature journal and I am using the Edith Holden's Country of a Diary of an Edwardian Lady as the base of it. I'm using the book and the insides and that type of thing. So this is the third installment and I'll list down below the first two. Today I'm going to be making a couple pieces of ephemera type of thing for the journal. And the first one is going to be sort of a gatefold flip pocket type of thing. Don't know what to call these because after a while they all kind of like sound the same, don't they? So for this one I am choosing a March page appropriately since it is March. And this one has quite a bit of verbiage on it. Excuse me. And I looking at the purple flowers here, and I thought I'd go with sort of a purple theme a little bit. The first thing I'm going to start out with is the base. And now the base is a little bit, not as wide as my page, but just a little bit in. And the length of the base I determined on what kind of tags I'm going to be putting into the pockets because I'm making two flip out pockets for this. So these are the tags that I'm using, so I'll want to make sure that the base is larger than the tag that's going in there, of course. And so this is kind of how it came out like this. I wanted enough room between these two so that they can flap open easily without being encumbered with each other. So that is how I determined the size of the base. And the base is a bit of a cardstock, or it's a heavy scrapbook paper type of thing. And here are these are going to be the flip out pockets. I've chosen this really lovely paper. This is from the Graphics Fairy premium site. It has little birds and nests, and it has sort of that purple color I was kind of looking for. So I want to make two flip out pockets, and these need to fit in. So I'm going to go ahead and make the pockets as tall as my base here, and I'm going to need to make them wide enough to fit in my tag here. So let me just cut this down. Alright, I'm simply going to fold this piece in half, and I'm going to measure about how wide I need for my tag. I'm going to be slipping these in from the top because I want to put some string into that tag part of there and kind of decorate it up a bit. So I'm going to be slipping them in from the top so that can peek out. But you could certainly cut this apart and make the entry be on this side. You can make it any side you would like it to be. So I need this to be at least this wide here for comfortable putting in and out, and that will make this fold over about this far. Okay. Now I don't want these to overlap each other, so I might have to make that a little bit more narrow. Let's see, let's just make that tiny bit more narrow. Just have to experiment here. I want at least 1/8 of an inch around there to make it comfortable to slide in and out. Let's try it like that. Yeah, that would leave enough side for another one because I don't want these two places to meet. So I think that's about right. Just going to fold that over and trim it down just a bit so it doesn't have to be quite so wide there. Miter the corners a little tiny bit as well. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue those two pieces together. So that they hold, and then I can quickly ink around it. And I'm going to glue the bottom here as well so that my tag won't get lost and fall out the bottom. All right, let's make sure the tag's going to slip in pretty easily. Yes, very good. And then we'll go ahead and we'll just glue this to the back of our base, like so. All right, just like that. Now I did just want to demonstrate I have 2.5 inches there, and so the next pocket will be 2.5 inches, so I have some room between there. It doesn't have to be this much room, but it does have to be probably at least 1/4 of an inch between the two flaps there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the second one just like this one. So I want to put some twine here in the tag, but you have to be careful because you need to open this up. So you got to give it enough twine so that opening will not be too difficult. Don't want to make it too tight with this one. So I'm going to open it up like this. And then I'm going to gently put in a little tie or knot right there at that point. And just get that over here like so, a little gentle knot, and give it a clip. And so yeah, it will be a little, it'll look loose, but there needs to be a little bit of room so that you can open it up. And then we'll just stick that into the pocket. Now for the pockets, I just used regular paper. I'm thinking now I should put in a thumb notch because a little hard to get that open there. Okay, and then I'll put in some of this one over here as well. So here I have my little tags inside. So cute. Hang it up just a little bit like that. Now for the inside, I'm going to put another pocket here. And I have chosen this page of the Edith Holden book. It has, you know, writing on the back, and I don't think I'm sacrificing anything by using it, just cutting out just this image. So I'm going to cut this out. I think I'm going to include this little Browning poem, or part of a poem down here in it, if I can. Might be a little hard, but I think I can include that in there. And I'm going to cut around the nest a little bit, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. Alright, I cut out my pocket here, put a little bit of dimension on that pocket and glued it in. I was able to save the verbiage down there, which is really cool. And I'm going to be gluing it into this page. Now this is a little bit springy here. I have a couple of options. I have one option, and well, three, I guess. I can do nothing and leave it that way, or I can glue a string in behind so that you could tie it down if you wanted to. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this without poking any holes into here, because if I had planned ahead of time, I could have put in a button to wrap the string around and close it like a policy envelope thing, but I can't do that now because then I would destroy my pocket here. So I'm going to do something that's going to be cheating a little bit. I'm going to put my hole in here first. I got some craft paper, and let me get a 3/4 inch hole punch. You know, you could do anything, 1/2 inch, 3/4, and I'm going to do that in the middle. So I'm putting the small hole in first so that I can line up the larger circle punch and put that hole in the middle the best I can here. It's actually a little bit more difficult than it seems in theory. And now I'm going to take my string and I'm going to glue it. I'm going to string it through that hole and I'm going to glue it on this side over here, on the back side. Now at first a little bit will hang out, but I'll cut that down. I think what I'm going to also do is I'm going to cut another circle of the craft paper without the hole, and I'm going to glue that together there. Put a sufficient amount of glue down, and then I'll just glue these two sides together like that. Craft paper takes a little while to take hold, so I'm going to give it a good squeeze here. Don't know why it does. I guess because it's kind of thick or porous or something. So let's just cut that string off. And you can probably see where I'm going with this. I will be putting one on this side, and I'll be putting one on this side. And then it'll be sort of like a fake policy envelope look to it. Anyways. So there's always kind of a way to do what you want to do, kind of a back door way of doing things. Alrighty, let's just put that on there. Okay, and that'll just give it sort of the look of a policy envelope. Just come down a little bit on that tie. There. Alright, just put that in there. Now when I glue in this whole shape here, I'm going to glue it on the sides and on the top. Then I have to determine what I want to show. I think I want the month of March to show there. And we'll just stick it down like that. And I'm going to open it up here. And now I have a place to eventually put some ephemera up in this direction here. So for right now, I'm going to put these into this pocket. I like the way this turned out. I think that's very cute. And then I will eventually put something on the bottom there for the tuck spot. I'll just put this here for a minute just to kind of give you the idea of what something is going to, it won't be this, but it'll be something to go in the bottom there. So that then is our ephemera, one of my ephemera ideas for today. And just giving you a look at how this month is going. It's going pretty well. Really love all these pages. So I really want to put, I just don't want to cover up her artwork any more than I have to. What I might do though is I might put some transparent type of a overlay over it so that you can still see the artwork, but yet you'll have something to write on. So for my next piece, I went ahead and printed out on tracing paper a frame. This is from the Graphics Fairy premium site. And I am going to put that frame over her artwork. I think that's going to look really sharp. Now you can write on this if you use a pencil. And you can flip it up. I really like how that's going to turn out. Very vintage looking. Kind of highlights. And I chose a drawing that was pretty, had good contrast to it, so it shows up well. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue this onto the back of the page. Now this is going, the glue is going to show through and to be a little wrinkly, I do believe. And but that's okay because I'm going to cover it up. Okay, there we go. I'm going to have to refold that. There. Okay, now it's ready to fold up. I love that. And now we're going to put on a little bit of strip of printed paper. So this will cover up. Though it doesn't look so bad, does it? It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Actually, you really can't hardly see the glue. But that's okay. I still like this here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. There. So that is going to look really nice. Going to work very well. So there you have it. We have this, and then we have our gatefold pocket that we did today. So thank you so much for viewing, and please like and subscribe. I'd so appreciate that. And we will see you back here again next time. And I'll put in a couple more pieces of ephemera. This is just to give you inspiration and ideas of what to do with any kind of journal that you're working with. So we will talk to you real soon. Bye.